the most dangerous demon mentioned in the Bible. Gather round, fellow seekers of the supernatural. Today we embark on a thrilling journey through the pages of the Bible to uncover the most formidable demons that have haunted its verses. From the cunning serpent in Eden to the fiery depths of hell, these entities have left an indelible mark on biblical lore. So let's start the video into the dark side of Scripture, where temptation, chaos, and destruction lurk at every turn. 1. Satan Lucifer, the original rebel. Let's start with the most infamous of them all, Satan, also known as Lucifer before his fall from grace. Lucifer was once a powerful archangel, favored by God. According to Isaiah, Lucifer's ambition reached beyond his rightful place. He wanted to set his throne above the stars of God. His pride led to a catastrophic fall. Cast out of heaven, Satan became the ultimate adversary, attempting to corrupt humankind. In the New Testament, Satan tempts Jesus in the wilderness, offering him earthly power in exchange for obedience. Satan's power lies in manipulation, often disguising himself as an angel of light. This ancient tempter is still active today, using pride, deception, and lies to lead people astray. 2. Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. Next we meet Beelzebub, whose name might sound like an annoying insect, but his reputation is anything but trivial. Lord of the Flies was a title once associated with the Philistine god Baal-zebub. In the Gospels, Beelzebub's name is synonymous with Satan, especially in Matthew, where the Pharisees accuse Jesus of casting out demons by the power of Beelzebub. He embodies decay, filth, and destruction, kind of like the fly that keeps coming back, no matter how many times you shoo it away. In literature and tradition, Beelzebub's role as a leader of hellish forces highlights how darkness festers in unexpected places. Beelzebub is portrayed as a manipulator, exploiting human weaknesses like pride, greed, and gluttony. 3. Asmodeus, the demon of lust. If there's one demon you wouldn't want to encounter on a date, it's Asmodeus, the demon of lust. His story is most famously told in the apocryphal book of Tobit, where he kills 7 successive husbands of Sarah on their wedding nights. Asmodeus doesn't just kill, he embodies the destructive power of unchecked desire. He thrives on inflicting suffering through forbidden passions, making him an ever-present symbol of temptation. In Jewish and Christian traditions, Asmodeus encourages lust, jealousy, and violence, using human desires to create chaos. His role in folklore represents the dangers of letting our basest desires take control. So if your mind starts wandering during a sermon about faithfulness, maybe it's not just you, 'tis Asmodeus at work. 4. Azazel, the scapegoat demon. Azazel is one tricky demon. His name is mentioned in Leviticus 16, where the high priest would lay the sins of the people on a goat and send it into the wilderness. This scapegoat symbolically carried away the sins of Israel, with Azazel associated with the wilderness. In the book of Enoch, Azazel is portrayed as a fallen angel who corrupted humanity by teaching them forbidden knowledge like sorcery and warfare. His actions led to an angelic rebellion and the corruption of the earth. Azazel's character pushes humanity away from redemption, casting them into the wilderness of sin. The scapegoat was sent out, but Azazel was dragging humanity along with him. 5. Abaddon, Apollyon the Destroyer. Abaddon, or Apollyon in Greek, is the king of the locusts in the book of Revelation, emerging from the abyss to torment mankind during the 5th trumpet judgment. Revelation 9:11 introduces Abaddon as the angel of the bottomless pit, a name meaning destruction. When locusts swarmed the earth, they did not just destroy crops, they brought torture and suffering. Abaddon is a figure of pure destruction, embodying the chaos of the end times. Imagine him as a demonic general leading an army of devastation across the earth. His reign of terror marks the final judgment and the unleashing of horrors beyond imagination. 6. Leviathan the sea serpent. Leviathan. His creature is as intimidating as it sounds. Described in the book of Job, 41, 1-34, as a monstrous sea serpent with impenetrable scales, Leviathan symbolizes chaos, destruction, and the uncontrollable forces of nature. In Jewish mysticism, Leviathan is seen as an agent of evil, often associated with Satan in Christian theology. It's not just a physical beast, it's a metaphor for overwhelming evil in the world, a force so massive that humans cannot tame it. The imagery of a fire-breathing sea creature devouring everything in its path is enough to make you think twice before diving into the deep end. Leviathan's chaos represents things we can't control, from our darkest thoughts to our wildest fears. 7th Legion, the many-demon possession. Sometimes, a demon isn't just a solitary force, 'tis a whole army. That's the case with Legion, the name the demons took in Mark 5:9, where Jesus encounters a man possessed by a multitude of demons. When asked for their name, the demons respond, "My name is Legion, for we are many." Legion represents the overwhelming power of demonic influence, as if to say that evil can multiply so rapidly that it overwhelms a person's soul. The man possessed by Legion lived among the tombs, shackled and bound, until Jesus cast the demons out into a herd of pigs, who then drowned themselves. Legion illustrates how evil can spread, manifest, and multiply in a person's life, consuming their very essence. Thankfully, the story also shows the power of faith to cast out these forces. 8. Moloch, the child sacrifice demon. Moloch is not the kind of demon you'd want to meet, especially when considering his association with child sacrifice. The Israelites were specifically warned in Leviticus 18:21 and 22-5 against offering their children to Moloch, a terrifying ritual involving the burning of children as sacrifices to appease the demon. Moloch represented the absolute corruption of morality and the rejection of God's laws. His name is now synonymous with greed and sacrifice, where children are no longer seen as innocent lives, but pawns in a larger game of evil. The term Molech has been used metaphorically to describe situations where innocent lives are exploited for power or gain. It's a chilling reminder that history's most monstrous actions have deep spiritual consequences. 9. Jezebel, the spirit of manipulation. Jezebel may not be your typical demon, but her story in the Bible packs a punch. Jezebel was a Phoenician princess who married King Ahab of Israel, and her reign is marked by manipulation, deceit, and the introduction of idol worship. In 1 Kings 21, she plots the death of Naboth to steal his vineyard for her husband, demonstrating her ruthless pursuit of power. While not explicitly called a demon, the term Jezebel spirit is used to describe a manipulative force that seeks to control others through lies, seduction, and spiritual deceit. This spirit is often associated with individuals who use their charm and influence to lead others astray. Jezebel's story shows that the most dangerous forms of evil are not always fiery creatures, but can come in the form of smooth words and deceitful acts. 10th. Abaddon Apollyon, the angel of the abyss. Abaddon, also called Apollyon, is described in Revelation as the king of the locusts and the angel of the abyss. His name means destruction, and he reigns over the torment unleashed during the end times. Abaddon's terrifying role in the book of Revelation signals the ultimate judgment and the unleashing of horrors upon the world. His reign is tied to locusts that devour and torment humanity. Abaddon's role in this cosmic destruction represents the spiritual forces of darkness set to oppose the ultimate goodness of God. He is the harbinger of doom, and his presence in Revelation is a reminder that the forces of darkness will one day be unleashed in full force. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the most dangerous demons mentioned in the Bible. If you enjoyed this video through the abyss, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the unknown.